The drive to achieve often sits right alongside a paralyzing inability to move. While your ambition pulls you toward the future, a competing system in your brain effectively locks the brakes. Your skull has become a battleground for two competing biological loops. Think of your typical Tuesday. You wake up with clear intentions and a genuine belief that today you will finally tackle that project or take that first step. For those first few minutes, the momentum feels guaranteed. Then you pick up your phone. A single message leads to a social feed, which leads to a video, and suddenly an hour has vanished. You decide to start after lunch, but by then, a wave of lethargy has set in. The afternoon disappears into a series of small, meaningless tasks. By nightfall, you're lying in bed with a familiar weight in your chest. It's the quiet shame of a day that had immense potential, but yielded 0 results. You promise yourself tomorrow will be different, even as you feel the cycle preparing to reset. This experience is surprisingly common. A massive population of brilliant, highly capable people lives in this exact state, possessing a head full of ideas but remaining stuck in place, convinced they are the only ones who can't seem to function. Waking up full of fire and going to bed full of excuses follows a specific biological logic. This loop is the predictable output of your brain's default settings, rather than a reflection of your character. Your internal struggle is the result of an evolutionary mismatch. One part of your neurology, your ambitious brain, is focused entirely on the long term. It fixates on growth, achievement, and the person you want to become. But your survival brain pulls in the opposite direction. This ancient system prioritizes immediate safety, the conservation of energy, and the avoidance of any unnecessary strain. When you think about doing hard, meaningful work, your survival brain detects effort and uncertainty. It interprets your career goals or creative projects as a literal threat to your comfort, triggering a biological urge to retreat. To neutralize this perceived threat, your brain offers a dopamine lifeline. It nudges you toward a scroll, a snack, or a distraction, anything that provides an immediate, low-effort reward to pull you away from the danger of hard work. Every time you choose the distraction, you reinforce this neural pathway. You are training your nervous system to believe that avoiding your goals is the only way to stay safe and satisfied. This is how chronic procrastination functions as a survival mechanism. Your brain has simply prioritized short-term ease over long-term fulfillment. This urge to avoid discomfort often hides behind the search for the perfect moment. You tell yourself you're waiting for the right energy, the right plan, or the ideal conditions before you can truly begin. In reality, perfectionism is an excuse engineered by fear. It provides a sophisticated reason to stay at the starting line indefinitely. By never taking action, you never have to risk a mediocre result. You protect your ego by keeping your potential in the realm of someday, where it can never be judged or found wanting. You might even find yourself binging productivity videos or reading endless success guides. This tricks your brain into feeling the glow of progress while you remain completely static. It is a form of active avoidance that feels like work. Substituting consumption for execution allows the ego to stay comfortable, but it steadily erodes the life you actually want to build. Relying on how you feel is a guaranteed path to inconsistency. Motivation is a fleeting visitor that rarely shows up when the work is actually difficult. The solution is to stop leaning on raw willpower and start utilizing environmental design. Create physical barriers to your distractions. Place your phone in another room. Disable every notification. Designate a specific time block where you only face the work. Every distraction you remove is one less decision your brain has to make. By engineering your surroundings, you bypass the need for constant, exhausting self-control. High achievers don't necessarily have more discipline than you. They simply operate in environments where progress is the path of least resistance. To get started, make the first step embarrassingly small. Commit to 15 minutes or a single paragraph. This tiny scale is the secret. It allows you to slip right past your survival brain's threat response without triggering an alarm. Your initial goal isn't quality, it's consistency. By showing up every day, regardless of the output, you physically rewire your neural pathways, teaching your brain that effort is sustainable. Setbacks are part of this mechanical process. When you have a bad day and skip your routine, guilt only restarts the avoidance cycle. Acknowledge the lapse and return to the system immediately. The shift begins with a singular choice. Close this video, shut down your distractions, and execute one small, simple task right now. The version of you that you've always imagined only materializes through these small, messy starts. Forward motion, no matter how imperfect, is the only